Hey, and welcome to One Word Show. This is a special one. It's Rapid Fire Edition. I'm Jason, I'm your host, and today we have Tyler on the show with us. Tyler, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, it's a pleasure. Tyler's a special guest. He came in with a friend of mine, and then I was like, hey, you're human. How about you sit down and do a show with me? And he's like, I can talk to humans, so it works out nice.
Never realized I was human until now.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
We're only human.
It's true.
Yeah. I bleed when I fall down, but, that's another story altogether. So, One Word Show, Rapid Fire Edition.
Yep.
You kind of have an idea what's going on, but for the audience at home, I'm going to go ahead and let them know what we're doing. For those of you who know, with One Word Show, we usually have 2 words. This is a little bit different. We have 10 words. I have no idea what they are. Tyler has no idea what they are. We have a minute to talk about each one, whatever comes to mind. They'll be popped up on a screen for you guys at home and for us as well. When we see them, we'll freestyle them, and at the end, we'll wrap it up, see if there's anything else we want to add. And if not, we'll just hope that we survive it and don't cry too much.
We'll see how we do.
Awesome. Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready. Let's do
this. All right,
this.
I've got our timer here. I am just waiting for a signal.
And we have a signal.
To get started. I love that signal, and we are off. Our first word is blue.
Dabba dee dabba da, dabba dee dabba da.
That's very nice. I was gonna go there. He beat me to it. I love it. I was thinking about this shirt. I'm glad you wore that. You kind of correlate with the words and what have you.
Are you sure these words aren't prepared ahead of time?
I'm pretty sure they weren't prepared ahead of time. Of course, half the time I'm not prepared, so it works out pretty nice.
Yeah. Is blue your favorite color?
No, actually, orange would be my favorite color. Blue is probably down there. It's in top 10.
It is the warmest color.
I thought red was the warmest color. Fire.
I don't know. There's a movie called Blue is the Warmest Color.
Oh, no, for sure. I don't watch movies. And then I don't have a very good memory when I do watch the movies, which is kind of a problem.
That usually is a big problem. It's not a great movie, personally.
Oh, that's probably another reason why I haven't seen it.
And nobody saw it. So.
Well, you saw it, right?
I did see it.
Okay, so...
But
that's why...
I see a lot of stuff nobody watches.
That's fair. Have you ever been blue before?
Like skin color?
Sorry,
like
I'm taking that statement all the way back before that goes.
I was once in the Blue Man group, yes.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Awesome. Let's go. Next word. Popping right in there. I can almost tell you that I am deranged. No, I'm not deranged. That's the word. But I think I have been deranged before. That's kind of a fun word, too. I like that one. I don't think it gets used enough.
Deranged. English word. Meaning crazy.
There you
psychotic. Go. Maybe a little fun.
Could you use it in a sentence?
I am a deranged person if I don't have my coffee.
Oh, very good. Very good. I like that. Deranged. Yes, I am also very much a deranged person if I don't. Actually, the coffee doesn't help. I'm still deranged.
No, you're right, yeah.
Pretty much all the time. But it's funner that way. I like the way you mentioned that a little bit. It's a little bit fun. It's a little bit outside the box.
Who's a famous person that's deranged?
That's a good question. And I'm saved by the bell, I think. Next word. I'll think about that and come back to it. Force. You tried to force me to think of something really quickly, and I didn't have to.
I immediately went to Star Wars.
Really? Okay. By force?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No,
by blue.
By blue. Awesome. So... Force. May the force be with you.
It awakens.
It does awaken. So that's Jedi's obviously use the force. That's the best. I think that's the best version of the force. Yeah. That's one regular force. I'm not a fan of.
You can think of it in a science term, but Star Wars is more fun usually.
Well, isn't Star Wars science?
Fiction. Space opera.
I like that. Okay. Some of it's fiction. But
Wikipedia classifies Star Wars as a space opera. Look it up. It's weird. Don't know why.
There's not a whole lot of music. There's definitely some operatic music.
Oh,
I don't
definitely.
feel like there's a lot of opera singing in that at all.
There's a lot of sand.
Yes. Yeah. No. How bad would that suck? They were all that stuff in like sand just in a swim trunk. It's hard to get out.
It gets everywhere.
Could you imagine wearing the robe and everything else? Next word. Birthday, which is what you have to get into when you've been to the beach and you're trying to get that sand out of everywhere, your birthday suit. Yeah, no.
I was not thinking that. That was probably 10th on my list of what I was thinking when I thought birthday.
Okay, well, since I hit 10th, let's go backwards then. What's your 9th?
Beatles song.
The Beatles? All right, so the 9th is the Beatles. What's
Beatles
number
song 8. my birthday.
Your birthday? When's your birthday?
December 15th.
Oh,
When's
that
your birthday?
Sucks. Mine's November 5th, so I'm not near as close to Christmas as you are.
Hey, I always got double presents every year, but I guess there are people who maybe aren't as lucky and say, like, here, you get one present for both.
Oh, no, white privilege. 7th on your list.
That was probably 1, 2, 3. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Of course it was 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Next word. Oh, land comparison. Now we're getting into it. So let's talk about this whole comparison thing. Obviously, you got 2 sets of presents, but most people that I know got the shaft.
That's a hell of a comparison.
It is a hell of a comparison.
Yep.
So what would you say, why do you think that you got double presents while so many other people out there got just the lazy parents that lumped it together for them?
Well, I mean, I think you coughed it,
Oh.
so yeah, you know.
The lazy parent, your parents weren't lazy? Yeah.
Oh,
you Larry?
white privilege.
Oh, white privilege. Oh, that cough. Oh, yeah, no, the other cough. Okay, well, we won't hold that against you anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Comparison. I don't...
Compare and contrast. I think
Compare
those
and
stupid Venn
contrast.
diagrams we did in school.
Oh, I hated those diagrams.
Yeah.
Not diaphragms in school.
Diaphragms.
That's a different class.
I do hate my diaphragm, especially when I get hiccups.
I would, especially when it contrasts and not compare. Wait. All right, what's our next word? Because I'll finish.
I always finish on time.
Yes.
Take that as you will.
Yep. No, I will not take that at all. Thank you. But finish. We have the finish line.
Opposite of start.
The opposite of start. Yes. Or begin, for that matter. Finish. Finality.
Axl Rose finally finished Chinese Democracy. I got it all.
Did he ever finish anything though? I mean, it's like
He finished Chinese Democracy.
barely
It took him
showed-
10 years.
Jeez.
That was random.
No, very random. I was like, Chinese Democracy. I don't know anything to go with.
It wasn't a good album either, which was very disappointing.
The Finish album.
Chinese Democracy.
Chinese Democracy.
He had more in him. I
No.
know he did.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, he had. Would you think the drugs probably finished that off for him?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, he's like Ozzy Osbourne up there now.
right, which is always kind of funny. I always think that like you see Ozzy on stage, like when you see him off stage, you can't hardly hear a word, understand a word he says, and then as soon as that first song starts, you're like, whoa, he can talk again. That's really weird.
Well, it's like how music comes from a different part of your brain. Did you see that guy in America's Got Talent?
No, that's true.
Yeah.
It does come from a different part of your brain. Let's move on to our next word. Kite, which is sometimes what I think my brain works on with just a bunch of string, and then it gets blown around whichever way it needs to go, but it's still all in my head.
When's the last time you legit flew a kite?
That's a great question. The last time I legit flew a kite, so
I
my
can't think
daughter's
of it.
11. So that puts she's 11. That puts me like 35 years ago. No, I'm just
Wow.
no. I think I did when she was probably 3 or 4. So probably 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I legit flew a kite, and we probably took us longer to put that kite together than it did to actually fly the kite.
Yeah, I was about to say, were you ever able to fly it well? I don't think I've ever been able to like get a kite off the ground for a solid period of time.
Oh no, the trick obviously is if you can get it up far enough, fast enough, and then it's just more of the trick of holding on to it and not having it ripped out of your hands while you're trying to just keep it from going anywhere else.
Well, it also stinks when you need perfect conditions to be able to use one.
No, that's also true.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to our next word. Future.
Back to it.
1, 2, and 3. That's the one I actually
Part 1, 2, and 3.
Part 1, 2. Excuse me. Yeah, let's make sure we're completely correct
yep.
on all of our future references.
We are absolutely correct on movie titles. On this
Okay,
show.
you might be. I am incorrect on everything that I title.
Fine.
It works out really good though. So, are you a fan of you're a little young for the Back to the Future?
Oh, I
stuff.
am not young. I grew up on those movies.
Oh, you grew up on those movies. Wow.
Well, I mean, they came out after my birth.
Sure. Oh, but you had great parents that
I
white
did.
privilege.
Yeah,
Showed
yeah.
them all those things again.
I did have great parents,
No,
yeah.
That was. I know those were some of the fun ones that I watched growing up. And then as I got older, you start like messing with the timelines. You spend too much time hanging out and drinking. And you're like, well, wait a minute. If you go this way, and then you go that way, and then you turn it around, and then if you watch Flash, and then you throw that time travel into it, throws all kinds of future talk right out the window.
It was really fun when we got to go from when 2015 finally happened, and we actually got to
Oh,
go
we
and
got to
see
see it. No.
like how much of it actually came true.
They
and
were
it was
almost right too
zero.
on some of that stuff, but
Almost.
yeah, completely wrong.
Yeah.
Next word. Daffy.
What a despicable word.
Despicable, I tell ya. Despicable. It's rabbit season.
Did you get Daffy and Donald confused when you were a kid? I did.
No, actually.
That's something that's I don't like to admit to people, but I'll admit to.
No, I don't think I appreciate you
Yeah.
admitting that on the show. It's good to see those things that kind of we didn't think we're a certain way for our whole life, and then no, absolutely. Well, it's funny you mentioned like getting those two confused. A friend of mine for the longest time, you know, the Toto in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
You know, 100 more could never do. She thought it meant 100 men on Mars could never do. And I'm like, well, why would it be on Mars? And then she heard me singing the song. She's like, oh, yeah, that makes complete sense. And I'm like, yep. And I actually got the words right for once, which is always a bonus.
It's always fun to actually know the words.
No,
to a certain
absolutely.
song and then, like,
and be right for once.
Yeah.
Right. Next and final word, harmonious,
Jesus Christ.
which
Can we keep them under 3 letters, please?
yeah, right, the syllables are too much.
Yeah.
Can't say it really fast.
I am burnt out.
I'm the oldest of 7 boys. I know that my mom probably prayed for harmonious lifestyle with all of us all the time because we were very much feral and wild and crazy and just a handful for her growing up. And not as harmonious as we could be.
Yeah. I looked at the word. I thought I saw harmonica. And I almost got really excited because I could talk about a harmonica for 10 minutes. Harmonious, not so much.
A harmonica for 10 minutes?
No, I
Seriously.
can't. I lied. Sorry.
Yeah,
no.
You just
I
make
could probably talk about it for 2 minutes if I'm lucky.
Have you played a harmonica before? Like
Not
really
well.
played one?
No.
Or the you sound like a donkey.
I got a
like,
prize at Chuck E.
imitating a
Cheese.
bad
That's about the farthest I
Chuck E.
went.
Cheese
Chuck E.
prize at the
Cheese.
harmonica. That's
Yeah.
saying something right there.
It is.
I mean, I have a cup that I don't even remember what my cup was for. It wasn't for Chuck E. Cheese or a harmonica. Oh, no. Yeah, not at all. I'll think of it after the show. All right. 10 words up.
Yeah,
10 words down. We survived it for the most part.
for the most part.
I think I might have tried to take us off the rails a few times. But did you have a good time today, Tyler?
I did have a great time. This was actually
Awesome.
a lot of fun.
Thanks. I appreciate you coming on the show.
No problem.
If you guys enjoyed the show, tell your friends. If you're doing the YouTube thing, make sure you subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and make comments down below. Tell me what you want.
What you
What you really want. Absolutely. You can also find more episodes like this on our website at onewordshow.com or follow us on Facebook at One Word Show. All right, until next time, guys. We'll see ya.